Okay, children, I just want to do a plenary session on the end of the week about area. Area is length times width. Now we can count the squares by going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. But what we really should be doing for getting a little bit older now is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. So we've got 5 squares across, 5 squares down. The area calculation would be 5 times 5, which is 25. 5 times 5 equals 25 squares. On this one, we've got a rectangle here. The area is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 3. 7 times 3 in that one. And this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 1, 2, 3, 4. So 7 times 4. Now the area of this one is going to be 21. Area of this one is 28. And if you add them both together, you'll get the whole rectangle. Or what you could do is go 7 across and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down, which would be for all of it, would be 7 times 7, wouldn't it? 7 times 7, which is 49. 49. Okay, now let's look at this one. What's the calculation for that one? It's 8 centimetres long by 4 wide. So that would be 8 times 4 equals, anybody? 32 centimetres. And don't forget your little square there. I'm just going to bring the camera a little bit closer so we can see it a bit bigger. That's better, isn't it? There we go. Now then. Okay. Let's put it in the centre there so we can see right in the middle. So 8 along by 4 across. Now then, let's have a look. This one, the lamp, you have to pardon the paper bending, there's a lamp just here. Let's have a look. So we've got 4 along, 4 down. Oh, by the way, the perimeter for this would be 8 add 4 add 8 add 4. 8 and 8, 16, 20, 24. So the area is 32 centimetres squared. The perimeter is 8 and 8, 16, 20, 24. 24 centimetres, okay? Centimetres, because that's a distance. This is an area. All right, so look at this one. 4 times 4. 4 times 4 equals, is that correct? Well, that can't be right, can it? This is all messed up. Can you see? That can't be 6. If this is a rectangle, that must be 6. So that's a real problem. This isn't right, is it? That should be 6 centimetres and this should be 4. So the area of this one is 6 times 4. Let's look at this one, see if it's okay. 10, 8, 10, that's correct. So let's look at this one. 10 centimetres times 8 centimetres, 10 times 8 equals 80. And it's 80 what? 80 centimetres squared. I'm really sorry about that, goodness gracious. This is a proper professional printed out sheet, good gracious. Anyway, never mind, I should have looked at it before. Well, actually I did, so that's why I know it works for the... Anyway, never mind, no excuses. That's just one for you there, Mrs. Banks. You've now caught me out. 9 along, 3 down, 9 times 3. 9 times 3 equals 27 centimetres squared. Next one. Final 2 now. 5 times 11. 5 times 11. Well, that's 5 times 11 equals 55 centimetres squared. Okay. 9 along, 6 down. 9 by 6. 9 times 6 equals... Now, some people have been asking, can you do it the other way around? Can you do 6 times 9? Yeah, of course you can. 9 6 is a 54 centimetres squared. This little 2 is very, very important. These little 2's indicate area. Very, very important. Okay, next page. Now, same thing here. We've got the same thing exactly. Now, I'm not going to do them all this time, but it's 18 or 14 times 18. You've got 17 times 16. On this one, you've got 12 times 8 or 8 times 12. On this one, you've got 31 times 9. You've got on this one, you've got 5 times 11, or 11 times 5. Now, you've got a square. All the sides are the same, so I'll mark them all the same, right? And the area is 25. So what number can I put on all sides to make them all the same? 5 here, 5 here, 5 here, 5 here. 5 times 5 it is. 5 times 5. Have a look at that. On to the next one. Okay. On to the next one. Right, getting a little bit harder this time. Here we go. So we've got, find the area, 44. 44 times 14. 18 times 58, or 58 times 18. Whoops. I'll do it the other way. 18 times 58 gives us whatever the answer is. Okay, now this is where we start to get stuck. I need to work out and chop this shape up into rectangles. Now, with my weird and wonderful brain, I can see that this is 18 here, 5 down here, 3 up there, 34 there, 8 down here, 16 across there. Now, if I go across here, what's this distance? Well, it's the same as that distance, so that's 3, isn't it? 3 centimetres. This distance here is 18, so I've got 18 times 3. So if that's 18, what's this? That bit there, this bit here, is 18 centimetres. So what's this bit? That's the question. Well, we've got to take 18 from 34. 34, take away 18. 14, take away 8 is 6. 2 take away 1 is 1, so 16 centimetres. This is 16 centimetres, okay? This one here. So 16 times 8, that's 16 times 8. Now, 8 8s are 64. 64 twice is 128. Let's make sure that's right. 8 times 8 times 2. 8 8s are 64, yeah, 128. And 18 times 3 is 6 times 9, that's 54. 54. Then I would add 54 to 128, that gives me the full area. So that's why these are much more challenging. So you've got to decide. I'm just going to leave it for now, but you've got to decide when you're going to cut it here. So if I cut it there, I've got 5 times 5. 5 times 5. And this one will be 8 times 2. Wouldn't it? 8 times 2. Yeah, that's 5 down here, 5 down here. Now I'm going to make all these the same. I'm just going to call them, I'm going to call them all centimetres because I've got metres on here and that's just ridiculous. Alright, I'll call them all centimetres. If ever that happened, this is not impressive at all. Anyway, there you go. So I've calculated that area and this area, and then I'll add them both together. It's 8 2s are 16, 16 and 25 is what we'd have. Okay. On this one, same thing. We're going to chop them up and so forth. This one's simply 32 times 16. If I've got a rectangle with an area of 32, I'm looking for two numbers multiplied together give me 32. So now let's see what we can do. Always draw it. We could have 16 and 2. We could have 8 and 4. We could have 5, 6, no, so 8, 4 is 32. 16 and 2, 9, 10, no, that's it. Okay, there's possible dimensions. Oh, and of course you've got 32 times 1, haven't you? Yeah. Okay, right, moving on. On this one, this is where we're really, really, really advanced. If you imagine a rectangle here, the area of that whole rectangle is 23 times 5. And then, well, actually we've cut it in half, haven't we? So half of that. So 230 times, 23 times 5. Ooh, that's not bad. So 20 times 5 is 100. 3 more 5s, 115. Half of that. You see how it works? So it's half length times width, and then half it. Then on this one, we've got this 23 times 6, and what's this one? If that's 6, what's this? This must be 6, because we need 12 all the way down. We need 12, don't we? So 6 to there and then 12 to here. So this one must be 6 as well. All right, that would be badly written. And on this one, again, we're chopping them up. But I'm going to ignore these two now. Okay, I'm going to ignore these two because we're basically chopping up there the same as the others. This one, again, is this the last one I'm going to look at? Again, that's just getting bigger numbers and more difficult. This one down here is chopping them up. But I want to look at this one. Again, if you get a triangle and it's a right angle, it's got to be a right angle triangle. It doesn't work with other ones. But if we draw the rectangle, we've got 21 times 78 gives the area of the whole thing, and then you half it. That's it. So I'll leave that with you. That's just a video to watch to summarise what we've been doing. It got really quite advanced at the end, and there's no need to worry about the last bit. Okay, let me just take the camera out and come back to the screen so you can see my beautiful face. Yeah, right. Right, that's the end of that. I was at 11 minutes and 30 seconds. I think that's enough. Okay, have a good weekend. Hope that helps. Make sure you watch this. And the special word at the end is, let me think, Viking boy. That's the phrase at the end of this video to show me that you've... Viking boy and yellow microphone. That's what you need to be able to tell me to show me that you got to the end. All right? So I want to hear that, and I know you've seen it. Okay?